All right. Hello and welcome, everyone. Super excited to have everyone on board this call here tonight. Welcome to our Tuesday evening mindset training session. I am your host, Katrina Chapman Davis. I'm glad to be here tonight and very fired up and excited for what's in store for you all and for myself as well tonight. Guys, again, as I tell you, the mind is only useful when it's opened like a parachute, right? So keep an open mind to the information that you all will hear here tonight. And I hope and I know there would be something that would resonate within your spirit that is going to help you deal with whatever challenges, whatever obstacles that you are facing, whether it is in your life, in your business, in your relationship. Information that comes from this industry legend himself is, trust me, it is invaluable. So I hand you all over to a guy who, as I said, has 18 years in industry, has built and worked with hundreds of individuals. He's a mentor, he's a coach, a business and life coach as well. I am honored to introduce you all tonight to none other than the General himself, Mr. Peter McSween, aka the General.
Good night, guys. All of us want to have a big business. All of us want to have a successful business. But I'm telling you guys, in order to have a successful networking business, you need to focus on your mindset and methodology. Because your mindset and methodology, that produces mastery instead of mediocrity. I'm going to say it again. Your mindset and methodology, that produces mastery instead of mediocrity. And what is mediocrity? Mediocrity comes from the root word medium, the middle. Here or there, you're always in the middle. Things are too bad, but they're too good either. Mediocrity. And I always say, I rather choke on greatness than to nibble on mediocrity. So, you need to change your mindset. Everything is about the way you think. Everything is about the way you think, guys. Because that's what wealthy people do. Wealthy people, they stand up to stand out. But poor people fall into fit in and to be liked. If you want to be liked, you cannot build a successful business. Because you're going to go to your friends with this opportunity and they'll go, that pyramid thing, that'll work. And you was on the presentation tonight. You see it working for you. You already make a couple $100 already. And yet your friend could still talk you out of something that is making money for you. They're not going to help you pay a bill, but they could talk you out from your dream. Here's the sad thing about this. Your friend cannot walk in your house and take your shoes, take your clothes, take your television, take your fridge. But they can take your dream. They can steal your dream. And your dream worth more than everything you have in your house. You need to program your mind or your mind will be programmed. You need to do that. You need to learn how to open your mouth. You need to know how to think. Earl Nightingale said, the problem with men today is that they just don't think. That's the problem with men today. Because if you want to create extra income, if you want to create unlimited income and unlimited wealth, you need to learn how to be a good communicator. By being a good communicator, you will learn how to impact, empower, educate, and influence. You need to learn how to be a good communicator. And the only way you could be a good communicator is by opening your mouth. And in order to open your mouth and speak positive things into people's life, you need to have something in your head. So you need to work on yourself. You need to work on yourself, guys. With all the recently, I started to read some more books. I start back to listen to some more motivational talks, inspiring talks, mind-building talks, right? And I realized that, listen, with all that I've learned over the years, and with all what I'm doing and all the people I'm pouring into, right? My cup was getting empty. My axe was getting dull. So I started back to read, read more, because I never stopped reading. I started back to read more, because you always need to sharpen the axe. As I always say, if you give me 2 hours to cut down a tree, I will use the first hour and 45 minutes sharpening my axe. But what many people do, they take up the axe, dull as it may, and start to wail away at that tree. And when they don't make any kind of dent, they start to blame the tree. When you need to focus on your tool, which is the axe, and the axe is you. You need to sharpen yourself. Sometimes the reason your friends will not get into business with you because your friends know you. Or your friends know who you were, not who you are. You ever meet a friend and you speak to them a couple, you meet them, you haven't seen them for a while. And when you meet them, because you have grown, and they go, how are you going? And they go, I good. How are you going? I good. And you don't know what to tell that person after that. Like you're stuck. Because when you listen to them speak, you realize they haven't grown. But you have grown so much that they can't even have a conversation with that person anymore. And what those friends tend to do, they tend to use words like, you get rich and switch. What they don't know is that they need to switch before you get rich. You don't get rich and switch. You have to switch before you get rich. That's how it works. And they try to make you feel guilty because you are growing. You don't know where you come from. Like if you want to be reminded of where you came from. Anything in life that don't grows eventually dies. So you need to grow yourself. If the last time you pick up a book to read was when you left secondary school, then your mind is still in secondary school. That's why you are moving playful and because you haven't learned anything new. You haven't upgraded your thinking. When an app on your phone haven't upgraded, it starts to glitch and you are glitching. And you know when an app needs updating, it starts to malfunction. Because the thinking that brought you where you are in life right now, that thinking is creating some problems that thinking can't solve. And you need to upgrade your thinking. But first, you need to learn how to think for yourself. The reason people like being employees is because they love being instructed. They don't want to think for themselves. They like being instructed. But the mindset of an employee and the mindset of an entrepreneur is two different mindsets. The mindset of an employee is, if I work, I want to get paid now. But an entrepreneur know that you need to put out the work, even though you're not seeing no reward as yet. But over time, the reward will come. You cannot register into a business and expect after the first month, you're making 2,000 US. Then that's not a business. That is get. There's a Ponzi scheme. This is a business, and any business needs to be built. The great thing about this membership is that out of the gate, because of the low startup cost, you could make back your money the same day what you spent to get started. The same day. I've seen it. But you need to know that, listen, I need to change the way I think. And if right now I don't have that entrepreneurial mindset, but I have an employee mindset, because we are programmed, We were programmed. We wasn't programmed to think for ourselves. We were programmed to be good employees. And that is causing a challenge because that programming starts from birth, very young, to keep you in line. School teach you not to break the rules, but wealthy people are rule breakers. I'm telling you guys, school teach you that if you fail at something, you are a failure. But the entrepreneurial mindset know that you need to fail yourself forward to be successful. It's two different teaching, two different programming, two different mindset. So if your mind is not wired for the entrepreneurial lifestyle, then connect yourself to a coach and a mentor to help you rewire your thinking. Because everything starts with a thought. Every single thing. If you don't change the way you think, you won't change the way you think. Where you are right now is your fault. Recently, I was telling someone, I said, listen, if you're born in poverty, it's not your fault. But if you die in poverty, it's your fault. All right, guys? I'm going to say it again. If you're born in poverty, it's not your fault. But if you die in poverty, it's your fault. There's too much information out here how you can make money. But if us information alone will make people make money, then everybody will be slim, rich, and happy. It's not just information. How to is not the answer. If how to was the answer, then it will have gotten done. How to is only information. How to is not applying it. How to is not living it. It's just information. So when you get the information like you get tonight, you need to know how to apply it. Because if there's no application, don't expect no action. You cannot have a business, close the business for the whole month, and then at the end of the month, expect to make money. That is not how it works, guys. Change the way you think. Be excited of what you have your hands on. Understand that only way something could work is if you work it. People like to say, I know somebody who was in that and it didn't work for them. I know somebody who went to school and get no subject. What's the point? I know somebody who went to the gym and put on weight. What's your point? Nothing works if you don't work it. So guys, I hope I said something tonight to ignite that fire and that spirit in you. Connect with a coach and a mentor. Because the purpose of a coach and a mentor is just to help you find that place inside yourself that you may have never discovered by yourself. That's it. All of us have greatness in us. All of us have that seed of greatness in us. But sometimes because of life challenges and because of trust issues and because of life stresses, and because so many people tell us that we can't, nobody tell you you can. It's time to connect and tap into somebody who tell you whatever you what your mind can conceive and believe, you can achieve. That's it. Think it. And it can be so. Just think it. What I also realized, I'm going to end with this, what I also realized is that many people, they're scared of success. Because success means they have to step up. So they're scared of it. They want to stay in the background. Like an app, run in the background. Come forward. Life is not a spectator sport. Life is a participator sport. You need to come on the field and play the game. Stop sitting in the bleachers. Come on the field and play the game. Guys, I'm so excited about life. I'm so excited about this opportunity because I've never seen an opportunity so simple and so duplicatable. And because it's easy to do, it's also easy not to do. That's why so many people is not doing it. It's so easy not to do. So guys, connect with a coach, connect with a mentor, and get excited about what you have your hands on. $9.95. If you cannot build a $9.95 a month business, I'm telling you guys, you can't build anything at all. If you don't know what you have your hands on, study the business. Because there are so much tools. Anyone want to connect to the Live Good Academy? Yes, guys, we have a Live Good Academy. We have a Live Good Academy. If you want to connect to the Live Good Academy, just talk to your coach and mentor, and we will send you a link for you to connect to the Live Good Academy, where it's just tools and information and how to build your business and where to start, how to start, what you need to do, what you don't need, all of that. Yes, we have our academy. We do have our academy. You thought we didn't have one, right? Yeah, because you thought if you just register into a membership, there's so much more. You know what this comes like? There is so much that Live Good had to offer, right? But here how you treat Live Good. You get a ticket for a cruise. You go on the cruise and you carry some stuff to eat. And for the whole cruise, they come telling you, you want anything to eat? No. Because you know what, you pay a ticket for the cruise, right? So you just keeping you to yourself because you want to, you believe that, listen, the ticket I bought, all I could get for that ticket is just a free a ride on the boat. That's it. So you're staying on the docks. From the docks, you go to your room, and that's it. You're not eating anything. You're not associating. You're not, it have ballroom dancing. You're not going to any ballroom dance. You're not associating with anybody because you pay for a ticket for the cruise. You're seeing food right in front of you. You're passing the food. You don't want to touch anything. All you're eating is what you bring. And at the end of the cruise, just before you come off, they say, why didn't you eat anything? It has so much food there. Well, I pay for the ticket, I didn't know I could. Listen, everything was on the boat was for you, including the food. And you go through a whole cruise and eat absolutely nothing. That's how you're treating the business. You're in a business that have so much tools, so much assistance, so much coaching, so much mentorship, so much guidance, a whole academy. And all you're doing is just registering and fighting to pay your monthly membership. You're not even buying a product. You're not even using the product. Guys, be excited and know what you have your hands on and build a business with a level of passion and excitement. Nothing happens without excitement. Just ask your parents. Thank you, guys.